Greetings, mighty and powerful people. We got to charge ourselves and we got to exercise, which I say is not much strain, but just little effort towards the ultimate goal that will propel us because we're working together. We become so much more powerful than you working by yourself. Just little effort towards doing good. A lot of us are hurt and have a lot of pain because we've been in a situation that we have basically put so much expectation on others instead of being responsible to ourselves by not putting expectation on people. This is why when things happen, we get so much hurt and pain. But I'm trying to tell you, for you to move past that, you really have to forgive and forget. Now, many people say it's easy to forgive, but hard to forget. But if you're saying that, you really truly haven't forgive. Because when you forgive, you forget. You forget what has happened to you because you're responsible because you know you made an error by putting so much expectation on the other person that you allow yourself to become a victim, to become weak, to become crippled and losing your independence because each of us is an independent entity that is strong to uphold the world. This is the capability and the responsibility we have. We can hold up the world. I'm talking about one person. You don't need many for that because you alone is strong. You alone is powerful. But together now, it's a unity that an impact that world will never see. But again, we have to learn to forgive and forget, especially when it comes to this new life, this new identity. Because a lot of us have been conditioned to think and see ourselves a certain way, and we don't want to let it go. But to move in the future, to get away from this now, this moment of what you see yourself as, you have to forget it. I mean, totally forget it and reshape and reclaim a new identity. Seeing yourself differently for a new time because the old does not work. And we're in a time where you give very little to get greater rewards and a greater impact by just putting out little efforts towards goodwill, being true to each other, being honest to each other. Because when you're not true and being dishonest to each other, you hurt each other more and more. And you literally hurt yourself. You think you're hurting the other person, but you're really hurting yourself because you're the responsible one. No one can really hurt you unless you give them that power and authority over you. You become hurt because the expectation that you have given them that you're looking forward to, but you got to be the responsible one. We have to let go of the hurt and the pain of past generations or what we've been through for us to see the new future, the new image, the new light in what we can be as a people, because we are one. We are one. We're no different from each other. Doesn't matter what the person looks like, because again, we shouldn't be judged from the outer, but be judged according to what's within us. That is the unity we have. That is the bond that lubricates us all, not the outer reflection. It's the inner being and the inner workings that you can manifest amongst each other will bring about this dynamic unity that we have together as a people and as a nation. And I'm telling you, we're rising up a new nation amongst many nations because this is an international affair. This is not just here and there. This is an international affair that will go to the United Nations because we are a new creation, manifesting and allowing our goodwill to exercise the true faith upon this world. Again, we have to let go of the hurt and the pain to become something new. We cannot keep on carrying old feelings, old ideas, old pain and hurt and expect we're going to communicate with each other if we still haven't forgot. We still haven't let go. You know? But we're living in a time just to exercise yourself. You will find great strength. Just to exercise a little faith in doing what's right. Because again, you're the only person that knows what you truly want. Yes, the spirit within knows, but if you don't exercise or express your desires or what you see yourself as, you will never get that true respect. For somebody to say, you know something, I cannot cross the line with this person, and so I'm going to ruin our future together. Because if you truly want a future with someone or something or whatever you're trying to accomplish in life, you got to be true. You got to be honest. You got to be right. You cannot not know and expect the other person supposed to know what you want. You have to delegate and dictate what you're looking forward to without putting an expectation on them. Because again, by allowing yourself to fall victim to someone else's outcome that offends you, you've lost true responsibility and character of who you are. Now again, letting go of the past, like I always like to say, because I mean, when you look at a lot of people and you hear them talk, it's a lot of old ideas from a old time. I mean, we're living in an age where no one's really think for themselves. Everything that they're thinking is programmed through movies, plays, social media, acting, or pretending. Because, wow, human beings are great pretenders. They know how to pretend to get what they want with allowing you to feel like they're really there. But remember, at the end of the day, it's all about the outcome of them, not yours. Your experience and well-being is just for a moment, and then boom, it disappears once they get what they want. So again, getting past or letting go of the past is an ultimate accomplishment in itself, because it's like a renew. You have to renew your spirit. You have to renew your thinking, because if you continue thinking of the old times, you're losing. We're living in a time where, you know, me personally, I love to see new life, new birth, because every new birth in my eyes is an empowerment that one could get away and change the course of history. Meaning, let go of what they've been taught and really stand up and be strong. Because if you could do it in your young age, you will have an impact into your adult stage and your maturity. Because you was born to change the world for the better and to do good. That's all. It's not just for a temporary gain. You're an everlasting creation that's living for eternity. What are you going to do with that time of eternity? You should be evolving and creating better. And the first step is letting go of the past identities of what many has thought we are, which we are truly not. Because we are truly an intangible creation that need to understand our focus in this time, which is a very critical time, like I always say, and a very easy time to manifest, because it takes very little to get great rewards. And I mean that when I say that. Very little effort to attain great rewards. What are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with that opportunity to push forward towards something new? Because we cannot keep on going on in an old identity. It has too much hurt. It has too much pain. This is a past we're bringing, trying to get along together. And we have really never forgotten what's been happened generations ago. Because, I mean, come on. We're very so entwined with each other that we look at each other hurt, and sometimes we take that on to ourselves, you know? So it's like sometimes we look at other generation and we might see some type of likeness in them, and then we might think, damn, you know, they've been through so much separation. I'm going to hold on to that hurt and I'm never going to forget. But I'm telling you, you're not doing yourself justice by not forgetting. You need to forget to overcome hurt and pain. Because if you still hold that hurt and pain, you're crippled. You're really not gonna overcome. So we have to let go of the past to gain the future or gain a new time. We have to see ourselves in a new image and a new likeness, because it's very critical in how you'll be rewarded and how you'll be judged accordingly. Because if you continue going in these old identity image, you're labeled a certain way. Wouldn't you want to be labeled righteously? I know I would. I don't want to be labeled wrongly. I don't want to be labeled as someone a person can't trust or should be afraid of or should be timid of. No, why would I want that identity of hurt? That's why I make it every effort to change the way people look at me. Because the moment they could feel safe and see the peace and see the love, then we could become more of a family and to unite and pass certain boundaries that other generations could not even fathom or could not even come to terms in agreement, which is the first step to move forward. We have to be in agreement in truth. And rejoice if you have the strength to become something new, to take on the image of God and show that true character and personality. We should rejoice in these new times, because again, the words that come from our mouth is what's going to build us up. You know, some of us like to look around and read and try to get inspiration and motivation. I'm just trying to tell you that does not work, because you're going to always be seeking after the next inspiration and motivation. When you need to be empowered by yourself, your words are empowerment. They're used to mold and build you and reshape how you think, because you have to renew your spirit. You have to see yourself in a new light, a new image. And I'm going to tell you, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. This is who you are. You're created in the image and the likeness of the Spirit. If you could wrap your spirit around that, to embody that truth, to be the reflection of truth, you will propel. You will get past the past generation's hurdle. And you have become victorious in this time, because it's very important. We cannot lose focus and lose sight of our true reality, because many has project their past reality on us, that we have got so caught up in the old that we forget we have to become the new. We have to move towards our future. And trust me, to move towards the future is to forget the past, the hurt, the pain, whatever struggle, whatever people you identify yourself with. You have to forget that and start something new and fresh and build a unity and a bond of trust. And like I always say, in agreement, in the truth, we will abide. Outside of the truth, it's hard to abide. It's hard to be responsible, because we're trapped in a past hurt and pain. So that breeds so much animosity amongst each other, friction, unworthiness, untrustness, scared. All of these things are fueled from a past hurt or pain. We got the power together to be the light, to uphold and create new laws that will bring us even closer to our reality. It's up to us. And if we're not building up ourselves or talking about ourselves, we've lose sight and focus of our true identity. Because we're moral people. I can't see no one different than morality, like the image of truth, because I know no one likes to be hurt. No one likes to feel pain. No one likes to be down. So that shows me within each other, we have an ability to become so much greater than what we really give ourselves credit for. Or we hold on to how we've been hurt, so we hurt others. But we have to rise above the hardened hearts, rise above the flesh, and take on the spiritual, unlimited potential we have to create a better world and unite the people to become one, because we are one. We should not look at ourselves differently. We're unique, independently, equally across the board. No one is different from each other. We have the same spirit, the same joy. Whatever experience we go through, we have it, that we should be able to come together and unite and start a fire to illuminate the world so all can be right in this time, because we have to let go of the past. We have to let go of the wrongs. We have to see ourselves in a right image. And it's no way we're going to do that by being an old image. The old image has been through a lot. This is why a lot of those leaders are not here today. They don't exist. It's you that's here that know you could be right and do the right and change the course of history. It's up to you. It's up to us to form a new bond, to see ourselves newly, to see ourselves as God, to see ourselves in an image. If you are created by the word, it should be easy for you to reflect the spirit of truth. It's an easy thing. Most people say it's easy to say but hard to do, but it's because you have put a stumbling block and enable you to rise and enlighten yourself to see yourself on the next level. You have put a stumbling block because you're holding on previous generations' hurt and pain and not giving you a self to move forward. When rightfully, you have to go forward in truth. There's no other way. We have to become something new. We cannot see ourselves in the old image and to be right. It's not going to happen. So I plead to you, brothers and sisters. I bring forth my cause because, like I said, we have to cause things to happen and cause things so they have an effect on our future well-being. Because if we don't cause that effect, there will be no change. There will be no true unity. There's going to always be a hurdle for us to overcome. And like I even look at the situation we're in right now. So many people are so fearful to be amongst each other. They fear of this airborne virus, which I'm telling you, man, in the image of truth, you shall not have no fear. You shall not have no doubt. You should overcome and be powerful and be charged and know that you are protected. This is how you live, by your words. Your words is life. Words is life. Greetings, sister. Much love. Blessed. Trust me. That's the only way. We're living in such a critical time that, hey, if we don't see ourselves new, that results that we want, we will never get. But we have to rise above what's going on and take on a new image. Take on and reshape our future, because our future is in our hands. Let me tell you another little story. As a child, just hearing stories, there was a song, he got the whole wild world in his hands. Man, when I heard that, I said, wow. Because, come on. We're in the image of truth. This is our earth. Whether you see it or not, you have born and come in this life and inherit this whole planet. Every tree, every animal, everything that's in it, you have inherited it. The world is in your hands, literally spinning, because you've created it, this world. You have created this world to flourish in righteousness. And it's up to you to do that. So share this message so the words could reach the four corners of the earth for us to be a new brand, new image, and a new identity so all can become one. Share this message. Be proactive. Help God. Help the Almighty. Stand up and defend the truth and the divinity of who we are in this time. It's up to us. We cannot allow ourselves to depend on someone else.